Hello and welcome back to
the Zak
and Buzz Reviews.
It's film time, guys.
Yes, that is Trap.
It's a trap. It's a trap.
No, it's not Admiral Akbar. It is Trap, starring
was
Josh Hartnett as Cooper.
It was a trap.
Yes, and this is a trailer that's been around for a while.
And we wanted to see this movie, and we did. We double billed it with Borderlands.
Yeah.
And I really, watching the trailer, we've been discussing this for weeks on the build-up, and I was kind of saying, I hope the movie isn't actually what they're showing in the trailer.
Well, that's the thing with M. Night Shyamalan movies. There's kind of always a twist at the end.
Well,
I see dead people.
There's always a twist.
No, we're not going back to Doctor Who.
No. But anyway, you see, if you watch the trailer closely, different bits of it, he's like, at one point he's got the old earpiece dangling out of his ear as he's going down the corridor, and I kind of hoped that actually what we were being shown was kind of a bit misleading.
Yeah. And
that actually he wasn't the bad guy.
He wasn't the butcher.
And maybe he was working with the police. Maybe he was an inspector or a detective or something like that. Something. And the trailer leads you to think that it's him.
But he
actually at the end of the day, he saves the day.
But spoiler alert,
he is.
He is.
And it's exactly what it is in the trailer.
So
it's a trap.
Instead of comparing this to potentially Borderlands, because we double billed that, I found that there's actually a connotation here between that, a trap, and in a violent nature. It's very much you're following the villain through the story. And I think this was a better way of approaching that idea.
It was a better way of following the villain.
Yeah.
Because obviously he is the butcher.
Yeah.
What was the character's name again? Cooper.
Cooper.
Yeah, so Cooper is, spoilers, but you know this with the trailer anyway.
Yeah.
He is the butcher.
He did it.
And we do follow it from his perspective and how he discovers that he has been set up in a trap.
Yeah.
And how he tries to
escape said trap.
Yeah, and he kind of it stretches the bounds of belief at times, I think.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It's interesting the ways he approaches dealing with that situation, but you can't really root for him because he's the villain.
He is the big bad guy, and he's kind of like, he's got that dual personality because he's got his family. Yeah, he's a father. He's got his daughter at this concert. This concert is the trap, and
we're slowly finding out more and more of his backstory of why he became the butcher throughout the film. Yeah. More so at the end, it kind of adds a bit of context to the things that have gone on.
To be honest, it was the end that was the most enjoyable part of the movie was the end.
Yeah, because obviously that they get to a point where they leave this stadium.
He escapes the stadium.
He escapes the stadium
with the Lady Raven.
The Lady Raven, of course. I thought she was just going to be the singer and that we weren't going to see much of her.
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't think.
And she did kind of come in as that kind of.
Yeah, I didn't think she was going to
more compelling character later on.
Yeah, I didn't think her character was going to be anything more than basically being the stage show. And actually, she ends up being really close knit. Yeah, close knit in the story,
especially to his kid Riley.
Yeah, I kind of found it a bit awkward. Not awkward, but a bit odd at the beginning because I've never been one. Even since I grew up, I used to go to see bands and things. And if I like a band, I go to the concert. Yeah. But it's all this absolute kind of screaming.
The nature of fandom, yeah.
The nature of fandom, and even at one point it said, about Lady Raven, wow, you've got such control over these people, you could make a cult, and that was basically, I thought that was kind of like a comment, social comment on this kind of stuff.
Well, this is actually quite interesting because we've obviously discussed this idea within our podcast, the Now We Know Show podcast.
The fandom stuff. Yeah.
In the fandom stuff, which you can go and check that out if you want to.
Yeah.
But this again was very much. It wasn't like the main part of the movie, but it was just a comment you could kind of tune into. Yeah. In the movie. It's just seeing. Some people I don't think would see it. No, but whereas we're approaching this from a critical viewpoint, you can see it.
All the fans going there
and going absolutely nuts.
As if they're worshipping
a
goddess.
And it was very much that competitive nature of fandom.
And then we've got to go.
Everyone's got to get the one-upmanship.
Yeah, we've got to go and get the T-shirt.
Especially with like the
young
friends,
girl's character's friends.
Yeah, who were then obviously very jealous when she was on stage.
She gets to go on stage, and of course this is like a once in a lifetime,
type of thing.
So I'm not going to take that away from people. People have these experiences,
Yeah.
It was a very.
But we're talking more about the movie.
It was a very fandom based movie in that sense.
Yeah.
But the whole idea was to get the butcher in there. And then it becomes like crazy with the amount of police they've got everywhere.
Yeah.
Second squad, move up. Flanking positions.
Because he managed to steal the radio and things, kind of keep
Which
tabs.
Explained why he had the
of course talks to Jamie.
Yeah,
about T-shirts and what the heck's going on.
He's the merch seller.
Oh my God!
But
it's him.
Yeah, but I suppose you see that's.
I'm not talking to nobody no more.
that's when it was sort of like stretching a little bit, because I don't see, just because if I'd been Cooper and I'd gone up and I said, oh, I would like this T-shirt for my daughter, and then some other girl says, oh, well, I want it, and you go, oh, well, look, she was here first, let her have it. And then the merch guy says, after that, he's like, wow, you're the best dad in the world. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take you backstage with me. I'm going to take you to the storeroom. I've never met you in my life before, but I'm just going to, and we've got this huge police trap and everything like this, and I'm just going to let somebody I don't even know follow me around everywhere.
Well, I think in that sense it was for story's sake, to be honest.
Which was stretching it a little bit for me.
But I mean, it's a movie.
It's just a movie. I mean, yeah, but it was fun, and it was an unusual take, the way that it had the angle that you were following the murderer all the
exactly,
time.
And that's the thing I liked about it. It was that it tried something a bit.
And you
different.
saw the director, Mr. Shyamalan.
M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, he makes a little cameo, and it was quite fun. And the daughter, she played her character really well. Then you get to see at the end the family. You got that little twist with the wife at the end. I thought that twist would be a little bit more of a twist. Yeah. Because I kind of thought maybe this should be in on the fact that he was the butcher.
Well, that was the thing. When she was standing by the kettle in the final kind of sequence, I thought she was gonna suddenly like laugh or something and kind of reveal that he wasn't alone in this.
Yeah, or he ends up in the back of the paddy wagon going off, and then she is like, maybe she opens her own phone and sees somebody in a basement or something. Type of deal. But none of that twist was there. And the only, you wouldn't even call it a twist really, but it was just the fact that he nicked a spoke out of the girl's bicycle at the end.
Yeah, because they keep mentioning that he's got like OCD and things.
And isn't this kind of linked in the same universe as Glass?
He called me Mr. Glass.
Is it though?
I don't know, but his character, because he was in the back of the as a paddy wagon, as I said, which is a terminology, English terminology, the police wagon, and he's undone the handcuffs and he's laughing.
And that's why you
kind of imagine that he's going to escape, and so you could end up having like number 2, maybe. I don't know if that would work.
Number 2 of what? Oh, Trap 2.
Trap 2, yeah.
I mean,
yeah. If he went
another trap.
Well, the thing is, right from the beginning, we pretty much know that he is the butcher. Yeah. And that is confirmed when he goes into the toilet stall and looks at his phone, which we all see in the trailer anyway. So we know that from the trailer, which I hoped wasn't going to be telling them that he was the butcher, that he is the butcher. Yeah. So therefore, you could do a follow-up if he escapes and he goes, because obviously he's a very competent liar, has this double life. Yeah. He could end up in a different community somewhere else where he comes out. And because this movie was all about following him as the murderer, you knew from the onset he was the murderer. Yeah. So you could do a second movie knowing he is the murderer and see him lying his way into people's lives and things, and you're there as the audience member going, don't trust him, he's the butcher.
I think there's always going to be that kind of potential, and Josh Hartnett did give a rather compelling, deranged performance in this. It would be worthy of such. But
he's a really good actor. I mean, for me, I remember him in
Penny Dreadful. He's in The Faculty as well.
He's a really good actor, and he certainly did come over in this. And and he also had that kind of Jason Voorhees kind of feel to being a murderer because he was strong.
Name the killer in Friday the 13th.
And it was.
I mean, he was large.
He's tall, he's big, and it was mentioned on several different occasions about why you're strong, and it took a bit of taking down
type of deal.
So you kind of like feel he's got that kind of presence as a
As a character, yeah.
You know.
So, okay. We obviously watched this as part of a double bill.
Yep.
With Borderlands.
Let's do this
What
then.
What did you prefer? Trap or Borderlands?
I think that for me they were about the same. They're a different breed of movie, and I think for me they were about the same.
Personally, I prefer Trap to Borderlands.
Okay, fair enough. I suppose for me, I kind of wound myself up into this. I hope there's more.
Yeah, you kind of overdid it.
I think I was trying to analyse the trailer too much.
Yeah.
And hoped there was a bit more of a twist to it. And so that left me feeling a bit flat. So maybe I do an injustice to the film itself.
I think I don't know if Trap really has the rewatchability that I'd like it to.
Again, it's really bizarre because it's a serial killer movie.
Yeah.
Has literally zero. Well, there is pretty much zero blood and guts in it at all.
Yeah, nobody gets killed.
You get one person who
you
gets
hear of murders.
You get somebody showing somebody pictures on a phone which you don't see, and you see one person who gets burnt from some exploding oil out of a fryer.
But that's it.
So there's no gore in this.
Yeah.
There's no gore at all. There's no stabbings and blood or anything like that, which is quite. So that's quite a different twist on the fact that it's a serial killer movie.
Yeah. So but potentially, I would have given it a higher rating had it been.
They could have made it as a slasher movie.
Exactly.
It could have gone round the stadium, garrotting and killing.
Had it been the
police
final
officers.
reveal that it was him, potentially in a movie that obviously that wasn't what was made, but had it then been revealed that the big twist at the end it was him all along, that would have potentially been better as well.
Yeah, I think it's just there wasn't a massive kind of. Yeah. Wow, I didn't see that coming. Yeah?
Yeah, I get what you mean there. I get what you mean there. Okay. So, out of 10.
Out of 10, I say a rewatchability, not so sure about that. I'm going to come in there. For me, that's a 4.
4? Ooh.
I was contemplating 5, but I actually, maybe it's me, but I didn't think
That's very interesting, because I would give it a 6.
All right,
I'm going to go 6.
Okay,
because I enjoyed it a lot more than Borderlands, and I think it was definitely a better version of In a Violent Nature.
Yeah, I'll go feel. It's following from the murderer's perspective. Yeah.
How would you say it compares to other M. Night Shyamalan films,
such as
Signs, Sixth Sense, Glass, Split?
No, Miss Patricia, she said
Unbreakable.
I don't think it held up to them as well.
No, I'm a big fan of the Unbreakable.
The Unbreakable trilogy
that's pretty good. I do like that trilogy.
Yeah, so I mean, but it was fun.
It was new, and to be honest, it makes me want to go and watch some more of the newer Shyamalan stuff. I mean, considering we had Watch not too long ago as well, which was done by his daughter, that was quite good.
Oh, the Watched one in the box in the woods.
Yeah, that was quite good.
I enjoyed that. That was a good movie. So there you go.
There we are.
So
we did a review on that, by the way.
Yeah, go back and have a look at that. So that's it. You're a 6. I'm a 4. Make your own minds up.
Yes.
Tell us in the comments. Job done. And
remember to buy us a coffee.
Oh, we've got to keep saying that.
Oh yes.
I do love my coffee. We watch so many movies. I need it.
Oh yes. If you enjoyed this review, please like and subscribe to this channel and comment below any suggestions of further reviews you'd like to see.
See you in the next one.